Do you know that an average person will have about 450 periods in their lifetime? But many of us never got the real explanation of how it works. But today, we're going to be fixing that. Hi everyone, I'm Busayo. I and my team are preparing a menstrual health and hygiene outreach this November. We're reaching out to 800 girls and boys. We're supporting girls with period tracker, pads, and also to educate both girls and boys on what menstrual health is all about. But before that big day, I would like to share a masterclass on what you should know about your period. Let's go. Let's talk about what menstrual cycle actually is. So your cycle isn't just days that you bleed. It's a monthly process that prepares your body for a possible pregnancy. It's counted from day one of your period to the day before the next period starts. The average length is 28 days, but anywhere from 21 to 35 days can be perfectly normal. The menstrual cycle has four phases. We have the menstrual phase, the follicular phase, the ovulation phase, and the luteal phase. And I would like you to follow me gently as we dig into these phases. Let's talk about the menstrual phase. The menstrual phase is between day 1 and the 5th day of your period. It can be longer or shorter than 5 days, depending on the individual. It is when the lining of the uterus starts to shed because there is no pregnancy. This is the time you bleed, your hormone levels are low, progesterone and your estrogen are low. During this time, you might feel tired, moody, you might have cramps. What you have to do is you have to keep hydrating yourself and rest well. The follicular phase, roughly between the 4th day to the 13th days of your cycle, overlapping with your period at first. This phase, after your bleeding, the body starts getting new eggs ready, the estrogen rises, your energy starts to pick up, you feel motivated and social. The third phase is the ovulation phase, which is very, very important, and I would like you to pay attention. So the ovulation phase is on the 14th day in a 28-day cycle, but it can vary depending on the individual cycle length. You know, we said that it can be between 21 days to 35 days, so it varies. Ovulation is when a mature egg is released from the ovary, and this usually happens once in a month, often 2 weeks before your next period. You are most likely to get pregnant if you have an unprotected sex during your ovulation period. Signs you might notice during your ovulation period. One is a clear, stretchy egg white discharge, a slight rise in temperature, a mild cramp on one side. The last phase, which is the luteal phase, is also called the waiting time. It's usually around the 15th to 28 days of your cycle. So during this luteal phase, your body waits to see if the egg is fertilized. If the egg is fertilized, you know that you are pregnant. But if not, you know that you are not pregnant.
Calm down. They are gone. You have escaped. Calm down. You have escaped. Calm down. You have escaped.
We go again and your next period comes. How to track ovulation. Knowing how to track your cycle is like having a monthly roadmap. It helps you to understand your body, it helps you to plan ahead, it also helps you to know when something is going off in your body. Step 1 is mark day 1. Day 1 is when you start to see your period, not spotting, when you actually start bleeding. That is the start of a new cycle. Step 2 is start countdown. Start to count from your first day of your period till the day before you start your next period. Most cycles last about 21 to 35 days, but everyone's pattern is a little different. After 2 to 3 months, you start to see what is normal for you. The third step is note your symptoms. Record how you feel, your mood, your cramps, your discharge, anything at all. Record. The fourth step is pick a tool to track your cycle. Use a tool that you will stick with. You can use a calendar, you can use a note app on your phone, and there are free period tracking app like the Flow app, the Clue app, and so on like that. Are you wondering why you should track your period? First, it saves you from surprise starts. It helps you to know when to keep your pads or tampons handy. Secondly, it helps with health check. Change can signal when to see a doctor. Sudden change in the cycle length, flow, discharge can signal issues like thyroid problem, hormonal imbalance, polycystic ovary syndrome, and so much more like that. It also helps with fertility awareness. If you're trying to conceive, tracking your period will help you know your fertile days. And if you also want to avoid pregnancy, tracking your period will help you know how to calculate your ovulation to know when to have sex and when not to have sex. Also, knowing your fertile window supports natural family planning, but it shouldn't replace contraception if you want a strong protection. So let's talk about what is normal in period and when you need to check in with the doctor. What is normal? The timing, most cycles are about 21 to 35 days long. The 3 to 7 days of bleeding is common. So for your flow, the flow is light at first, a bit heavier at the mid, and then it's light again. Everyone's pattern is different. What's most important is what is regular for you. So when do you see a doctor? You see a doctor when your bleeding lasts more than 7 days, or it's so heavy that you soak a tampon or pad every hour. You experience severe pain that keeps you away from school, work, or your daily activity. When your period becomes irregular, shorter, or longer for no clear reason. You miss your period for 3 months in a row when you're not pregnant. And lastly, if you have unusual discharge, strong odor, or fever with your period is like a monthly report card from your body. If something feels off or suddenly changes, that is a cue to get checked. Remember, talking to a doctor is not a sign of weakness. It's a way to stay healthy and take charge of your body.